Cool. Alright, so I just got done rewriting a bunch of the code that I used for ThreeJS integration. And I think it's working again. But man, that was annoying. Oh, and probably not all of it, too. What I should do is push this now. But first I'm gonna go there and make sure this code works again. Try to get it to where I can just make it all public again. Okay, great, so that works. This, the hierarchical model matrices. Run that from there. It does take longer, which isn't that great. For this, I should also add a circle, probably. 2 circles, one around the sun and one around the planet. A slightly brighter background color would be sort of nice too, but I can save that for later. Very centric interpolation. Should run that from the right place. Okay, great. View visualization model, view model and projection. And this should be fine. And that is fine. Great. Let's do the model. Great, that does everything I expect. And projection. Okay, now something I think would really help to bring all of this together and just show that I got the ThreeJS integration working again. I think it'd be helpful to have a scene that just allows you to choose to like scroll through ThreeJS geometries and see them, just like look at them and edit their model matrices interactively. I actually had something like that early on in the tutorial, but it got broken or something. So let's see if I can do that again. Yeah. I've actually had ThreeJS integration kind of going for a little while. It was only until, like, really recently that I had to, like, redo some stuff on it. I'm really hoping I can get it to where other people can use it too. So if I'm lucky, then that'll work. So let me start this out. I'll put a light not at the origin. Maybe like above the camera. So the camera's at... I don't even know where the camera is actually. -11? +11. Are you wrapping around it or can it interop as is? I had to write some I'd write some, I guess the term would be glue code, so that it'll interface with Manim. But I'm trying to write enough of it so that the end user doesn't have to do that much. If that answers. Like, are they mobjects? They're not mobjects, but they are meshes, which mobjects are compiled into in the render pipeline. So that should be 11. And this should be like 3 or something. I think that's a good default. So for instance, hopefully I can get this. If I'm lucky, I can just put in this, get 3 mesh. And that won't be a circle, that'll be a sphere. And that material is fine, and then just self.add this. And that didn't work, because this variable isn't defined. I'm not totally sure what diffuse is. I think this needs to be... I think this is basically a color. So I go with... I guess. Cool emote. These people have 3, not 7. I'm guessing that means this is not supposed to be a string. I don't even know the units for this. The Manim.js project is based on ThreeJS, I see. I think I remember seeing that. I've been working really hard to get something that is compatible with current Manim code, which is pretty difficult. Okay, so they're decimals. Just go with this color, I guess. Might be worth looking at. I've looked at everything Manim online related. Everything. Okay, let's try this again. Are you bridging? Hey, it worked. Weird colors, though. Are you bridging JS with Python? There are a few ways. So in this instance, for example, this screen is way too big. For this, I edited some ThreeJS code and wrote some server communication with gRPC. And so that's how it's reading from ThreeJS. On the website, like if you do exclamation site, this is using WebAssembly. Which is unfortunately kind of slow, but what are you going to do? But this is using WebAssembly. I'd love to be able to just like work on this all the time. I think it has a ton of value to add. But I gotta do this. So anyway, I was able to make this appear. That's cool. What I'm gonna need like a drop down or something. I wonder if I could do this in setup. I don't even know how to use the GUI elements. Translation. So I have some sliders. I have to figure out how to get one of these drop downs. It should be in GUI.py, which isn't here. I could possibly get contributions to other JS libs. What do you mean by that? Contributions to other JS libs? Hey Aquabeam, what's going on? Oh, yeah, Aquabeam. I need you to try running the new 3D code and see if you can make that work. If you can do that. Where is the... Okay, so I'll push that in just a second. Okay, here's the window. Add button. So I guess it's called a combo. So I guess what I want to do here is self.widgets. Maybe something like this. This is a combo. Oh yeah, I also... Oh, integrations with live from the 3JS ecosystem. Yeah, so that would be really nice. For example, it should in principle be possible to do VR in principle. Although I'm not sure how much value there would be in doing VR. It should be doable. Items, callback, default. So just put 1, 2, and 3 here or something like that. It's probably up to be I'm so afraid to delete anything, even though I'm pretty sure this ThreeJS folder doesn't have any changes, really. But it is the one that's working right now. There's so many windows. So I have a ThreeJS already, and a ThreeJS backup. I'll just copy it there. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. And then OpenGL tutorial 3 server. I want to update the 3 server too. Copy that to here. Install that. Okay, so I don't need some of this. Install that out. I don't need node modules. I don't want to keep package lock.json. I think I am supposed to keep. And I don't need the ThreeJS directory. That should get cloned. So I'll just call this update 3JS integration. I can just push that. Great. Okay, so if you clone this from main, just index.js.test. I don't need that either. Alright, so now this relies on Puppeteer. This won't be a seamless process, but if you could clone this into basically this path so that this points at it, and then run npm install, then that should run without any errors. Hopefully, so. Alright, thanks. That'd be a big help. Now, where was I? Okay, don't need that, I don't think. Okay, so I have these geometries. The callback doesn't do anything right now. DPI core gets sender. I'm gonna need a variable like current geometry or something. I'll set that equal to the sphere. And then this callback. I think I have to remove the current geometry and replace it. But what about the config? Maybe I'll just have the default config. That'd probably be simpler, actually. If I run this without passing it to fuse, it's just white. It's probably fine. This color is ugly, though. Make it at least white. Okay, that's a little nicer. And I can just make that standard material. So this is called, let me go ahead and make this sphere geometry and box geometry. Worry about doing more later on. And then here, I'll get a new geometry. 3JS fork was a gigabyte. I think regular 3JS is a gigabyte, so yeah, that's on them. I don't even use most of it. But I have to clone all of it just so that I can stay rebased and stuff. Hopefully now it'll be a much stabler interface between Manim and 3JS, because instead of GL and like mock browser and all the stuff I had before, it has only Puppeteer. And Puppeteer has a large team behind it. Is it a min.js? No. Actually, maybe I could just distribute a min.js. That would make a lot more sense. Well, yeah, that would probably make a lot more sense, actually. Maybe I'll do that. But no, it's an entire repository. Oh wait, it's not only that. I think you'll have to build it too. Oh no, it's already built. It's already built. Great. So I can do this. Define it as a dependency. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to publish to npm. I guess I could put the GitHub directory as a dependency. Okay, I'm gonna try just removing current geometry. Let's remove that. Current geometry equals the new one. Let's see if that works. Instead of hosting on a GitHub. Yeah, that could work. Oh, this needs a non-local. Still nothing. Still have to remove current geometry, still have to add the current geometry. Darn. Well. I have to remember how I did this before. I'm gonna do this. I just print all the meshes. If I go to box geometry here. Oh, cannot create program. Okay. That's kind of weird. So rerun that. Did you modify the source? Yeah, I did. So you can't use the stock 3JS. It'd be nice if you could, but can't do that. So this works. If I try switching this, yeah, cannot create program. I wonder why that happens. Happens in the material. Box geometry, sphere geometry. It's especially weird because I use a box geometry elsewhere in the code. Why do I put box here? Here it works. When the versions diverge. So the code that I changed isn't something that gets updated very often. So I don't think it'll be a huge deal to do. It might be because I can't do this while it's already rendering. That might be why that bug happens. Maybe. Since I'm removing this in the middle of the render loop. So maybe I need an updater. The current geometry equals sphere. I think this isn't the variable I need. I just make this the string box geometry. Then here what I'll do is I'll just update that name to this. Then in this updater, since this is only called in between frames. Oh, I do need a reference to this actually. Say that sphere. And here I'll just update that name. I'll say if... Oh man, I need another... I guess I'll call it new or something. Let's make this none. Well, I'll make it box geometry. And then I'll say print replace the geometries. Then I'll add that updater. This is just going to update the new geometry name. And then it'll set the current geometry name. Pretty excited about the Wasm prototype. I mean, it's pretty much already prototyped at the website. But it'd be nice to see it do a lot more. So I need an onlocal this. And the current geometry. Okay, let me try just running that. I guess that takes a DT or something. Okay. Okay, then it says to replace them, right? And at the end of that, tree name equals new geometry name. So I'll do that. Now replacing them, this should just be self.remove the current geometry. Well, I guess first I have to create the new one. This, I'll be a new geometry name. Same material. Then remove that. Current geometry equals new geometry. Maybe I should do it like this. Remove the current geometry, add the new geometry, then update both of these currents. Okay, if I run that, move the box. Okay, and that turns into a sphere. Perfect. So now what I think I want to do is, let me factor some of this out. Geometry name. Your inline editing gets fancy every time. Thanks. I always feel like it's too slow. But it's like a race to the bottom. Once you get good at Vim, it's like it's so fast. I wonder if I can get it faster. It's like, well, now this is getting slow. Can I get this any faster? And then you just ask for more and more. Anyway, that works. So. Oh man, I think I switched this. Okay, this is where this is supposed to be. Great. So I did the sphere geometry and the box geometry. I'm just gonna try to add... Uh-oh. Vim error. I think that generally means more Vim errors are gonna occur. But I'm just gonna try to add all the geometries that I can serve from the server, which is a lot of them. Let's see. My sphere, let me try the torus. Torus not. And that needs to be updated to basically do this. I think that should do it. So rerun that. Amp someday. Does that mean my volume's too quiet? Or what do you mean by that? Okay, then I'm gonna go here and add torus not. Not. Cool. I should have an indicator for the light. I feel like that would make sense. Rust Vim. Interesting. It's written in Rust, that'd be cool. I feel like the dog poop. I feel like new editors have a pretty hard road ahead of them since Vim and like Emacs are so deeply ingrained. But I wish it the best for sure. Competition is generally pretty good. A good thing. Okay, so that worked. What's next? Icosahedron. That needs to be updated. The fact that Aquabeam vanished off the face of the earth after I asked him to do that thing, it makes me think it's too hard. So I have to fix that. Okay, it's in the process. Oh, I didn't add the new one. What was that called? Backward compatibility, yeah. Okay. That didn't work. Okay, what do we got? I understand this error. Will this close, please? Wait, I thought I understood that error. Oh, here we go. How to start a gRPC server. All you should have to do is run node index.js after you installed everything. And that should start it for you. I should really default this to box. Okay, that worked. Speaking of which... Okay, then chill out. Speaking of which, I remember that I'm using an old version of Dear PyGui. I need to figure that out. Default value was the option. Or maybe just tell people to use the older version. That's probably fine. And main that fixed it. Okay. But main... I don't know if I can tell people to install main. Like, that would... It probably wouldn't be so bad. But version 9 is a lot cleaner. Thinking we should push a bug fix release. Okay, okay. Well, then the thing is, then I'd have to update the code too. Although there isn't that much code, I don't think, that uses Dear PyGui. But that might be too much to rush before Saturday. Okay, so I did that. Tetrahedron. If I look at them, I wonder if I should start trying to do the materials now. So maybe I just replace .core stuff with that. Okay. Okay, well if it's that simple, maybe I can. Maybe. Oh, this doesn't have the attributes. Okay, look here. Diffuse. It'd be nice if you could edit all of these properties. Diffuse, emissive, roughness, metalness, but not all of these have them. And I don't know if I can dynamically update the GUI. I could do at least diffuse and opacity though. But let me try to make this so that I can update the material. I'm not even sure if all the materials work. I switch this to fog. I guess that worked. And change it to standard. Wait. That doesn't look like a standard material. Oh, I updated in the wrong place. Wait, no, I did it here too. Oh, this is a standard. It's basic material. Wait. First I would say fog worked. And it looks like it does. Then basic. And the basic material shouldn't interact with the light. But this does, which is weird to me. So maybe this isn't using it? Oh, well, it does have... No, I don't think that should happen. It is pausing here. Maybe that is right, somehow. They all look the same, yeah. Well, standard and fog are supposed to look the same. But not basic material. That should look different. And that makes me think something might be up. I'll see if this uses... if this breaks out any of the other materials. Actually, I can just print. Yeah, it only says basic. What happens if I take out the light? Maybe my understanding of basic materials was wrong. Now I don't know for sure. And you know what? I'll deal with that later on, I guess. Default geom... like it has to. What's the default? Can you change the default? The default should be whatever I put here. And that's what I've been changing. Just to check, if I put this to something that doesn't exist, surely this will crash. Yeah. Maybe there's something up with my server. Basic material. Oh yeah, the basic material callback is using a standard material. I think I found the problem now. And then if I look at fog, that's using an actual fog material. But fog and... wait, let me look at standard. And that's using a standard. Okay, let me try that again. With the basic. Okay, that's what I expected for a basic material. It doesn't interact with light. Okay, cool. So... basic and standards, yeah, exactly, they do. Basic is basic in the sense that you use it to debug, basically. And standard is used for actual stuff that you want to look good. Okay, so we got a default geometry. I'm gonna need a default material name. Let's leave a standard. Then this is the default material name. And this isn't a geometry anymore. This is a default mesh. Default mesh. That'll be default mesh. Probably default mesh. Oh, this will be a new mesh because it has both of them. Current geometry name, current mesh. Hopefully all that renaming worked. Oh, same thing. Why we need enums? Python has something like enums, I think. But I never use them. Who has time for that? Okay, so we got that geometry and the material. Let's get my current material. New material. Okay. Let's update geometry. This will be just update mesh is what it'll have to be. That's the geometry callback. New geometry name. Guess I'll say new material name too. I'll say if current geometry name not equal to that, or I want to put the or here or there. Okay, this is gonna update the geometry and the material, so now I'm gonna need a material callback. Like so. And that. This will be pretty similar to this. What's the hashtag? Basic material? Let's put standard again. Maybe I should do normal material too. Okay, so now hopefully there'll be two choices, and this one will be update this. And this will create that new mesh, remove and then add. This can update the material name too. That was a ton of changes. And I have zero faith that it isn't incredibly buggy. Yeah, there's a normal material too. So it's basic and standard and normal. Alright, so that looked exactly the same. That looks different. Fong and standard look the same though. Maybe there's more difference on this versus this. Okay, that was like zero difference. So that makes me think maybe something's up. Irregular material. Yeah, that'll be the new one. Basic Fong standard. Those looked very similar. It's using mesh standard material here. This is using mesh Fong. This is using mesh basic. Looks right. Maybe I just need more light or something to tell the difference. Pedestrian material. That'll be the next one. These look incredibly similar. The basic is totally different though. Well, okay. Guess that's just how it is. Anyway. So that's cool. And then maybe I should change their diffuse values or whatever too. Actually, I should be able to move the light. That would be handy. And change the background color. I'm trying to do that. Background color 3, callback. Background color callback. I'll default this to black, I guess. Times 255. So it must be just all zeros. 1, 2, 3. I guess it's 4 values. Is there texture separate from material? I think a texture is part of a material. I think. I'm gonna have to convert this to hex. Maybe I can just do... I think that background color equals... If this is up to 255, I'll just print this. At first. Okay, so this is up to 255. So I want color, open parentheses, this divided by 255. Although I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Yeah, no way. Let's make that a numpy array. So that's a number array, divide that by 255. Maybe color can take that. Color. I think this is color. And I don't even know how to get hex from that. Oh, I think I almost had it. I think it's supposed to be RGB equals that. The correct spelling. Debatable. It's definitely a spelling. Hex underscore L. For the long version. So divide by 55. Okay, that makes sense. Color. Then I can just do... When I want to update this... Let's see if that works. I feel like if you say that color... Oh, well, that didn't work. Do I have to cast this back to a tuple? I must have to. Okay. If you say that it's spelled with a U, then you have to bite the bullet and say that this word? Aw, man. You have to say that this word is spelled the same as this word. Right? Maybe not. That hex L. Okay, so here's the array, and I need, let's just call that R. The tuple of that. Let's see if this works. And it doesn't. Well, I guess I didn't put RGB equals. I think it says dumb spelling anyway. How about bow, bow, butt, bow, row? Yeah, that's true. English does have quite a lot of bizarre spelling. I'm not going to... I won't try to defend that. I remember when my teacher, and like super long ago, told me this sound, it's pronounced shun, I didn't believe her. And not only did I not believe her, I asked, like, why would you lie to me like this for no reason? Like, just apropos of nothing. And she's like, I'm not lying to you. And I'm like, yes, you are. But eventually I figured it out. Oh yeah, and... well, I guess that's... bow equals bow, but bow not equal to row. Yeah, that's true. I found a list of words once that didn't make sense in this way. Oh, one thing. You can use this in this way, like I've already done that. But you can't use something like, I don't know, like $20. And people learning English will often ask, or like ask me before, like, why can you do this, but you can't say this? First of all, you probably can say this. That's just really weird. And I don't have a really good answer. I guess you just can't use it with like a noun? But like, what the fuck? It's a contraction. Why can't you just use it? Grammar. Okay, so let me get a way to pick positions, which I also don't know. Read a book and read a book. Can be read in two different ways. Pencil, lead, and lead the way. Yep. True. When I was younger, actually sometimes still, I would get tripped up when I read the word Japanese. Especially if you're a slow reader, because this word is pronounced like ja. I don't even know how to type it. Pan, but not pawn, but pan. But this word is Japan. like ease. So if you read slowly and you read this first, you'll end up saying Japan ease, and then you sound dumb. Yup. Okay. Node index.js supposed to do nothing. Yes, it's supposed to do nothing. You're supposed to run node index.js, and actually I'm doing it here. So, oh, not that. But you run this, it doesn't do anything. And then when you run a 3D scene, that should work. I don't know if this will work, because I don't know if there are bugs in my script. But I guess it works. I should probably log something. Let's put this from -10 to +10 or something like that. Callback data, I don't need that. Wait. Does this must need 3. Or a tuple or something. Let me default that to here, 0311. Actually, I'll make it higher. It worked. Hooray. That means it's now worked on a computer that isn't mine. Because my computers are sometimes pretty hacky. Okay. Default. Put that there. Okay. They can default this. Okay, great. And the light position callback, which doesn't have to be an F string. I forgot how to update this exactly. Maybe we can just do point lights indexed at 0 position equals compute.array of that. To visual. Man. There. An array of that. And maybe that's all I need to do. Maybe. Let's see. That is the wrong scene. Nope. Input operand 1 has a mismatch. Size 3 is different from size 4 here. View matrix, mp.array. I guess it's just a list. And not only is it just a list, but it crashes if it's a NumPy array. I feel like the music got really quiet. That looks like it's doing something, I think. Let's move that to a sphere. Yeah, that's like moving a light. Although... I think I should make the range longer. Maybe 20. Now I feel like it's too loud. What I should also do... Well, maybe if I feel like it. Maybe I should add an indicator showing where the light is. Is running 3D logo part of that tutorial? Kind of at the end, just to show what you can do. Like what's possible and stuff. Okay. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna say self.light indicator. This will be a icosahedron geometry. And here, and that can just be standard material. Then I can do. Then I can shrink its model matrix. Am I like a third? Yeah. And I'll add that, and here, when I update the light, indicator dot model matrix. How did I do this? It's the last row. 3. No, it's all columns. The last... all rows, the last column. I think I just put numpy at array of this. Yeah, I think so. Nope, something's wrong. Oh, this is 4-dimensional. Wait. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It goes numpy array dot this, and it needs an extra 1. I guess I can just do this, like this. This is up to, and not including the third, not including the last row. NumPy indexing. It took some legwork. What do you mean by legwork? You mean getting it to finally run? Okay, this looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. Like the light is pointing at the light indicator, which is great. I should probably make that a basic material so that it doesn't need light itself. But rendering 3D shapes will be part of the tutorial, yeah. So hopefully I can streamline the process of doing that. Okay. That's a good way to sort of just look through different materials or geometries. I should have a way to choose their color. I really should. I'm also kind of disappointed that the fog and standard materials look so similar. I think it's because the shapes are pretty low poly. I'll just move over to tetrahedron 2, because why not? Then if I make this a tetrahedron, great. I should also make a more reasonable default background color. Probably just use the Manim community one. Just use this one. That is bright. Okay, let me change the default color to all of these. Whatever, I'm just gonna steal it from this. Give me one of these colors. I'll get this. How much of the Manim side is he going to be explaining, i.e. what Manim does with reference to certain files, or like going through the code in the scenes? I was planning to mostly talk about how it relates to OpenGL. I don't think it should be too difficult to go into like how this is used with Manim. Though. Maybe, but I didn't plan on it. So yeah. Default diffuse. So I'll do that there and that here. Why is it still this color? Why? It's a default mesh. I guess this is a NumPy array, so maybe I need to Make that a tuple? No, still. Oh, it is a different color. The light is just too bright, I guess. Interesting. I don't think it's that intense of a light. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't use lights that much. Those are some ugly colors. Wait, what does the Manim logo look like? No, the circle is kind of an ugly color. Try a square. Wait, what'd I do? Okay. Okay, so I'll try that. Oh. And that... Oh, it is blue. This light is way too bright, dude. Like, it just looks white. But I don't really know how to configure the light. Maybe if I just turn these down to like 4. I guess that's better. No, that's better. I think that's better. Let me put the starting position of the light in a more reasonable place. Like if the camera's looking down on the canvas, and it should be at like 3, 3, 3, something like that. I think this will be visible. No, it's not. Where's the light? Oh, there it is. Wait, did it not appear until I clicked? Maybe I just didn't see it. Yeah, it doesn't appear until I click it. That's a problem. There's the light indicator. I added it here. Self.add light indicator. So why would that happen? What happens in this callback? Point lights at whatever at position equals this. Oh, because I didn't update its model matrix. I have to do this, the default light position. And maybe that's the numpy array. Okay, so now I see it. But I want it to be visible by default. Let's make that 332, I guess. Now it's just barely visible. And that 5. sure that's good enough. Okay, now I can see a difference between the standard material and a fog material. Because the standard material is less shiny. And the fog material is very shiny. So I didn't do anything wrong. And you can see that the basic material doesn't respond to light, which is great. Or not point lights. Great, I think this is really illustrative. I am so good at programming. Aren't I just so good at programming? But I should make the background color maybe darker. No, I think that's okay. But I want to move the screen is so big that I keep closing Manim even though I don't have to, just to make the screen go away. I'll make that a 1.0. Okay. And if I make that a little brighter. Okay, that's fine. That's interesting. Okay. Then you can move the camera around as usual. I guess it'd be kind of neat if you could update the model matrix here too. Maybe? That'd be a lot of variables for not a lot of difference. Because we got that translation and the rotation and the scale. So I won't do that at the moment. I'll try instead to make this... Well, I'll push this. Then I'll see if I can make the setup more streamlined. There are also more geometries that I'm missing. I could do cylinder. Look at all these geometries that I didn't have to write myself. I can just run this. I can just switch to cylinder, and I forgot to add it. Wait, no I didn't. What happened? Why did that happen? Oh, there it is. And that is a pretty ugly cylinder, but that's okay. And I got a cone, but I'm gonna try to streamline this first. Okay, so what this is gonna need, wait. 3 server. Oh, I'm not even running the same server. So here's the server. Maybe I should have a setup file in this that clones the ThreeJS repository. I think that would make sense. Actually, I want to make sure this even works. So I close down, oh wait. I will have to copy this server into the repository. So I have to copy that to there. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, but not the Git folder. Well, basically only the index.js. I want to take that one down and try to run this one. Wait, I don't want to do that. Don't need this anymore. Actually, let me just copy the package.json too. So now, if I remove node modules, npm install, I will have to point this to the ThreeJS repository though. Why does it need this? It shouldn't have to do that. Is that from the package lock? No, I wanted this gone. What if the package log.json? Try it again. Oh, that didn't work. Oh. Great, and now I should be able to do node index.js and something else didn't work. Module 3. Okay, so that makes sense. This should be dot dot slash again. I think. Still with 3. Oh, I think I have to have that there when I install it. So can I update 3? And then do it? Okay, then that runs. And then what happened? No such file. Oh, dang. There are a lot of relative paths here. Okay, so that means I need to set this up more intuitively. So package.json is gonna have to just look in this current file. In this index.js for all the Puppeteer scripts is also gonna have to look in the current directory. ThreeJS build, yeah. Never mind the repeated variables. Okay, so now it's looking in the current directory. Nice. Copy that directory here. Which is a gigabyte. I think this computer has an SSD though. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's my Windows computer. Okay, and now... And this... And that works. Which is perfect. So what I need is in here, I need like a setup script. I wonder if I can just have a script that says clone ThreeJS. Actually, that won't work because I don't know if it'll work in PowerShell or whatever. I guess I could write a Python script, maybe? No. I guess I can just say git clone. Or maybe I'll just write instructions. Maybe that's the easiest thing. And modules. You can use submodules. I don't know a lot about submodules, but everything I hear about them is that they're really difficult to use properly. Okay, so let me put in git ignore. Why is node modules not already here? Weird. I don't need install.out. I think that was for debugging. It was for debugging. Let's try to do that. I guess I'll just put instructions there, which isn't the best solution. I'd rather it work just out of the box. I mean, you can just git clone whatever in Windows, right? Right? Go to the tutorial, let's look at here. The server contains a JavaScript gRPC server which serves geometries materials from this. In order to run the server is first run. Maybe I can just do. This is all it is, right? CD3 server. Git clone this. Yeah. Git clone this and then node index.js. Right? Oh, that's not quite right. npm install. Perfect. That couldn't go wrong, right? npm needs to be downloaded. At that point, deal with it. 4 credits. Thanks so much for the follow. And with that, I think I've reached 1/3,000. Hold on. Why does this autoplay? Stop. Yeah, 1/3,000. I made it. I'm gonna tell my parents. Okay, anyway. Okay, so I just pushed that. Someone made a pull request. Okay, I'm not sure if this will break things or not. Because I don't know if it was full-time streamer, full-time Manim streamer. It would be cool. I said this before, to have 24/7 Manim coverage. But I guess that would be a lot of time for people to do. I don't know for sure if this will run everything. I guess I could check it out and see. But first I'm going to want to check these instructions. Code tutorial is located in OpenGL tutorial, that's true. OpenGL pipeline and it worked. Okay. Following material, standard material. I have to add another one to the normal material. This code was a pain to write. Okay, so that's right. 3 server contains JavaScript. A JavaScript gRPC server which serves geometries materials from Euler to 3JS. Oh, I have to remove this. I have to remove that. So that's also true. I want to run the server, run cd3 server, git clone that, npm install node index.js. That should be everything. Okay, so I can remove that. I'll put the grave quotes here. Serve materials from here in order to... Great. What's npm? It's not working. Do people know what npm is, right? Oh, maybe they don't. What's npm? You get to a point when you're good at anything that you aren't sure anymore what's obvious and not obvious. Run the server. First install npm, then run. All right. And I just want to test this. So I'm going to just remove node modules and 3JS. For people who've only ever touched Python, it might be non-obvious. Yeah, that could be true. Okay, so this should be what a clean checkout looks like. So you cd this, git clone that thing, that'll be a while. It would make a lot of sense just to serve... Well, we don't have a CDN or anything. Whatever, this works. I should also probably print a message, like, tell you it's working. So go to index.js here. No, it has to be something boring. I have to say listening on whatever. Personally, I would put a message with emojis or something. But then it'll crash just because some people can't render emojis. Making code that works for everyone is annoying. That's why the web is gonna be great. Hopefully. Wish emojis were standard. Yeah, that would be nice. I used to have a way I could just drop emojis like into my terminal, but I don't think it works since I migrated. Okay, so on that, then npm install. Even this is using some sort of Unicode. And it looks great. Emoji variable names. So that worked from start to end. So yeah, so I removed that. I guess I updated that. Cool. It should now be possible for anyone to follow these instructions and do this. Hopefully. Nice. So still have a bit more time before my 2-hour regular time. So I guess I'll fill out some of the vocabulary. Or I could add more geometries. An extrude geometry would be cool. I'll do that later. Six, 4, 1, 9. Okay. Pixel-sized piece of fragment frame buffer. I don't totally know what a frame buffer is. No, that's not what it's trying to look at. I think a frame buffer is an area in memory that's rendered directly to the screen. Work in progress. There's a frame buffer object. Remove the redundant OpenGL file. Oh yeah. Reviewing code. I forgot about that. Okay, I'll do that afterward. Hopefully. Frame buffers with them can render to non-default frame buffer locations and just render without obscuring the main screen. Yes, there are frame buffer objects, which are rendering to frame buffers. I think that's consistent with what I know from the code. So open OpenGL render. And there's nothing here. So here's render object. It creates a mesh. So if I look at shader.py, this has a render. Let's create a vertex array object. Not a frame buffer object. Oh no, this is what I was thinking before. That it's one-to-one with the... Not one-to-one, but almost one-to-one with the data that's rendered to the screen. A frame buffer is a collection of buffers that can be used as the destination for rendering. Okay. A collection of buffers. The default frame buffer is provided by the OpenGL context, and user-created frame buffers called frame buffer objects. The buffers for default frame buffers are part of the context and usually represent a window or display device. That makes perfect sense. The buffers for FBOs reference images from either textures or render buffers. They are never directly visible. Okay. A collection. I'll just use this as a destination for render, or a target for rendering. Well, why is this collection of buffers a collection that can be used as the destination? Is this saying that a singular frame buffer is a collection of multiple buffers, and the collection of multiple buffers is a target for rendering? The multiple buffers is an individual target for rendering? I'm just going to copy this. A collection of buffers that can be used as the destination for rendering. I'll say a target. Mesh. This is like an object, a drawable object. Mesh is a collection of vertices, edges, and faces that define the shape of a 3D object. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think I'll say for the purposes of this, that a mesh is an object that can be rendered. Because basically, a mesh is a shader, is a material and a geometry. At least that's the 3JS terminology. Okay, did I bring up mesh here? A mesh is an object that takes a geometry, applies a material to it, which we can then insert into our scene and move freely around. So this is my understanding up to here. So that's what I'll use. An object, I'll say a combination of a geometry and material, which can be inserted into a scene. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, model space, camera space, clip space. Okay, this is coordinate space, which is local to a mesh, to a geometry, which also isn't defined. So this list of vertices represents the shape of an object. Right? Yeah, so that's true. This is like a collection of shaders. Collection of shaders. We also say representing the shape of an object, a collection of shaders representing the, and how would I describe this? It represents the visual components of the object's physical properties. I could say material properties, but I don't think that's the right usage of the word material. No, maybe it is. Representing the way, I'll say the physical property, but then like shape is a physical property. I could say like the way the object looks, but then shape is also the way that an object looks. You're saying the way the object interacts with light? I don't know. That's not even totally right. Okay, I'll just say the object's physical properties. Properties. E dot G dot color, shininess, opacity. Okay, then you can define mesh, then model space, which is local to a geometry, world space, the global coordinate space. This coordinate space, wait, m times v. This is just the camera's model space. Right? Because the model matrix, I should leave this here. Model space. This m dot v or m times v. Wait, not this. But like v, m times v, v inverse times m dot v, not v inverse, just v. But the v is the inverse of the camera's model matrix. So this is taking it from model space to world space. And this is an inverse, so it's bringing it back into model space. This is the camera's model space. That makes sense. Clip space, I should probably just look up. Because I know what it is, but I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah, that didn't help at all. Specific range, any coordinate that falls outside this range is clipped. Coordinates that are clipped are discarded, so the remaining coordinates will end up as fragments visible on your screen. That's where clip space gets its name from. Okay. System in normalized device coordinates. I'll just leave it at that, and I think I defined that earlier on. Oh, here, a single drawable entity. I like that definition. Why didn't I say that before? I'll say which represents. Drawable great, then I can get rid of that. Great. I feel like there's a lot of listing going on. Maybe I should move these into one line. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Darn. What'd I do? Okay, that's less crowded. I should probably put a dash or something. But that's a lot better. Why do I manually format like this? Why? Okay. So that looks a lot cleaner. Great. Now I guess I'll do that review. If I have to. If I can find it. Yeah, tell me about it. I guess I would have been requested for it. Um, SVG path, OpenGL tech object. Oh man, I'll probably have to redo this on the web thing too. Did you test all of this? Like, that's a lot of changes. Guess I have to at least check it out. Been using MetaClass for quite a long time. Gotcha. Guess I'll just test these. Well, that's not even an object. That looks right. A lot of these aren't objects. I wonder if interactive development even works. Nice. That is exactly how I expect a circle to look. Works normally with grant shaders though. Which is annoying. Wait, what did I do? Oh, this is the, it looks like it's the issue with orientation. I think. Anyway, it didn't break from this, I don't think. I think this is just normally what happens with projection shaders, that this is a little off. Since Grant wrote the surface class specifically for those. But that looks right. Sphere should use shaders with OpenGL and the original checkerboard with Cairo. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, it looks like everything does what it's supposed to do. Yeah, so I guess circles do work. They just won't work if you transform something from something else into the circle. That can sometimes fail. All right. Resolution. Okay. Did you just rename parametric surface? An attribute defined in mana.object at 3 dimensions here. Oh, that's silly. Okay, why did you switch these to arrays? Oh, wait. Oh, you switched them to tuples, never mind. Well, that to a tuple. Yeah, you switched all of these to tuples, which I think makes more sense since they're immutable. Okay, sure. I think that's good. Great. Cool. So that worked. This is now hopefully a lot more accessible. I'll have to ask some other people on the server to try to run this. Yeah. Great. But with that, I'm going to raid someone. And yeah, looks like this tutorial is going to be pretty good. Or at least I won't be totally unprepared for it. This guy's always doing, whatever it's called. Alright, we got someone doing Godot. Whose stream I can't see right now. Someone's doing a Discord library. These ads, though. A VTuber. Someone's doing game dev. And doesn't have ads, so that's cool. This one's doing lead code. Okay, let's see. This guy sort of just started. This guy's been going not that long. A Discord library sounds pretty cool, so you can raid this person. Yeah. Great. Okay, say hi to him, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or the Discord. Here is the raid. Goodness, hello people. How's it going? I am making a Discord library from scratch. And, well, library is not exactly the right term. I am making a Discord integration for the Handmade Network. Oh, because you better hit us for YouTube. The code isn't really designed to be